How do I set personal boundaries and avoid burnout while scaling rapidly? This is an excellent question because we're all busy entrepreneurs. We're always busier than we think we should be. But here's a key. If you're working on the right things that empower you and energize you, you won't get burned out. So the important thing to consider is make sure you're choosing to do the correct things. Easier said than done, I know, because there's some days we just need to dig in and get it done. But the important thing there is, it's just a short term. We all have demands on our time from work, from life, from family. But the most important priority in your life is you. You need to take care of yourself first. And the person that asked me this question understands that you need to set boundaries for yourself, okay? So there's a couple actionable ways you can do that. I like a thing called time theming. So my whole calendar is themed. I sit down on a regular basis and I think about what's important for me, both in my personal life and in my professional life. And I allocate time out of the 7 days a week, because we're entrepreneurs, we work 7 days a week. You may not work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but you probably work a little bit every day and should. This is not we're business owners because we want the weekend off. There's no such thing. And if you want a weekend off, probably go back to the 9 to 5, work a 4-day-hour work week. That's not entrepreneurship. One of the most powerful things in entrepreneurship is we can get other people to do stuff for us. So if it's something you don't like doing, figure out how to get somebody else to do it, okay? And if it's something you need to do, you got to be careful with that decision. Need to do. We always say, oh, we need to do this. We need to do that. I've been procrastinating on shooting this video for about 4 days because I didn't want to get in front of the camera. You got to do things sometimes. That's what I'm doing. And you know something? I'm doing it now. I love it. So I'm going to be doing a lot more videos because I can share thoughts, because the more you learn about something, the more comfortable you will be with executing on that. So I have a framework I've created called Learn, Choose, Do. Very simple. You got to learn how to do something, and then you make the most important decision. You choose what to work on, and then you execute. If you're getting burned out, it's because you're working on the wrong things. Time theme your work and make sure you're allocating the right amount of time, but more importantly, energy to what you need to be doing. I love waking up in the morning, early morning, being creative. I can be creative on a bunch of different things. I know that's my creative time. So if you're getting burned out, something is misaligned. You're not working on the things that you should be working on, that energize you, that keep you going in life. You need to allocate your energy. That's more important than your time. So you need to know and understand yourself. Me personally, I'm creative and very energetic very early in the morning. I get up at 3 a.m. I've got a 1-hour sort of morning routine involving meditation, catching up with the news from the last night, catching up on other current events, reading a little bit, and then I typically start work at 4. So 4 to 5 is my creativity time. And I've got a queued up list of stuff I need to think about and be creative and come up with ideas for. And then from 5 to 6, I can start executing on some of those ideas. And so that's my time theming, and that changes over time, okay? There's not a one size fits all. You can't just chat GPT and come up with, what should I work on today, okay? Entrepreneurship doesn't work that way. If you're getting burned out, rethink about the decisions on what you've chosen to work on, and perhaps revisit some of those. Burnout didn't happen overnight. Burnout doesn't get fixed overnight. It's a lot like weight loss and glucose control. It goes down to little incremental steps that will then ultimately get you to that long-term goal that you're executing and looking for. That's one step you can do. There's another one that's more strategic, it's bigger. And this also goes to your energy levels. Here's what it is. Once a year, you should take time, put it in your calendar at the beginning of the year. And if it's not the beginning of the year, put it in your calendar for some time in the next 12 months. You should put in a large experience event, okay? A week-long event. Go do something that gets you out of your comfort zone. Step one, put the week in your calendar. Step two, figure out what you're gonna do. You can do it with your family. That's probably a good idea if you have family. You can do it by yourself. That's step one. Once a year, do a large experience event. And then 3 times a year, fill up the other quarters in the year. Quarters, 13 weeks. So every 13 weeks, you're going to be doing something. Go on a smaller but still special event. It could be a long weekend. It could be a Thursday to Sunday, for example. So you need, if you have to travel to it, you get 2 travel days, that type of thing. But have 2 full days, which is an experience. This is not a work thinking session. You're not going to Vegas for a show for work and then staying over a couple days. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about an event that you put onto your calendar and you plan conscientiously that gets you out of your comfort zone. Okay? Because we learn more when we're out of our comfort zone. And then once a month, do something small. Take an afternoon. Okay? Do something for yourself. Back to the original question, which is daily steps. So the key with daily steps is time theming and then being consistent and following your time theme and executing on what you already plan to do.